All right, I absolutely understand the frustration of feeling like you're not getting your clients the most beautiful, perfect, pearly white smile every single time you offer a teeth whitening session. But did your teeth whitening trainer ever explain to you that there are a lot of things that are out of your control and things that your clients may be doing that are causing the whole effect of not getting the brightest teeth whitening results possible? Welcome to Impressive Glow. My name is Gina. I am your spray tan and teeth whitening educator, here to help women, moms, single moms start a side hustle and build some financial independence. So there are so many different things that affect the whitening of your client's teeth, and a lot that you may not know about and a lot your clients may not know about. It's not always your gel. It's not always your LED light. It's not always or even has anything to do with you as a teeth whitening technician. There's actually quite a few things that are responsibility of your client that are making their teeth just not brighten as much as possible. And so when you can really understand that, you can really set the expectations for them as to why they may not be getting as white as possible. Now, also, I am actually going to give you a free download of my entire intake form, because in my intake form, it asks specific questions. When was the last time you went to a dentist? What types of medications are you taking? Like different things that maybe you don't have on your intake form now. So that way, when it's filled out, you can really start to set the expectations with them at that given point. So check the description. I have my entire intake form for my teeth whitening business attached down there. All right, let's talk about one of the biggest issues when it comes to teeth whitening: genetics. The number one issue that we don't have control over is genetics. Did you know that you can inherit the types of teeth from your family? Like if you have a thin enamel layer on your teeth that your grandpa probably had as well. What that means is your enamel layer is really thin, and the dentin layer back behind that, which does tend to hold on to a lot more stains and looks a little bit more yellowish or brown. A lot of teeth whitening products don't get to penetrate deep enough into that dentin layer. So if that enamel layer on their teeth is very thin, you're going to see a lot more of that color. And no matter how much hydrogen peroxide you use, no matter how high of a percentage you're using, you're never going to be able to bypass that dentin layer and get every single one of those stains out. Now, if your client has a really thick enamel layer, which is also an inherited gene from grandma and grandpa, you're going to luck out. Those are the clients who are getting really good results, because now you're not getting any of that color coming out from the dentin layer, and that enamel layer is much, much easier to whiten. Because it's a thicker surface, and those are what hold on to those superficial stains. All right, your client's oral health. If this is not one of the biggest conversations and topics that I have on my intake form, it is the number one question. Your client's oral health is so important. If they have not been to their dentist for the last 2, 3, sometimes even 4 years, I don't think they really understand that by not going to their dentist and not getting a regular cleaning done, our teeth whitening products are having to fight through years of plaque, years of tartar, years of film and proteins all over their teeth. Our whitening products are not meant for that type of a cleaning. It is meant for cosmetic whitening. And so if all of that gunk is sitting on the top layer of their teeth, our whitening products just really don't have a whole lot of effect. So I always explain to clients, the ultimate time for you to come and get a teeth whitening done is right after you have had your regular 6-month cleaning. That's when they are the cleanest. That's when I have ultimate effect of our whitening agents on their teeth. So it's super important to have that conversation. What about medication? Did you know that medication and different types of medications like high blood pressure medication, antihistamines, and some antidepressant medication can all change the color of teeth, and it can cause tooth discoloration? Again, this is nothing that we can control. And so when they're getting those stains at the dentin layer, coming from within, because it's not something they're consuming and it's turning the teeth and the enamel layer colors. It's coming from within and is causing that dentin layer to stain a little bit and become discolored. Cosmetic teeth whitening just can't help that type of process or that type of situation. So again, the intake form that I have is going to ask them questions, and it's going to set the expectation to let them know if you do take these types of medications, it may be a little bit harder for us to actually get your teeth as white as you may want them. All right, so consumption of different foods and drinks. Duh. Like, we all know that drinking those acai drinks and eating a whole bunch or drinking a bunch of red wine and coffee is definitely going to stain your teeth in the long run. But did you know one of the biggest things that I see in my studio, because I actually work with a lot of younger kids who've just had their braces off. However, I also work with women who are doing the lemon water, the apple cider vinegar and lemon, young kids who are doing the hot Cheetos and lemon. But I don't think people really understand the effect of acid sitting on your teeth for such a long period of time and really eroding that enamel layer of your teeth. And so what does that do? Just like we talked about a little bit earlier, when you start eroding that enamel layer, then that dentin layer and the intrinsic stains on that dentin layer are going to be way more apparent as you get older. So you have to preserve as much of that enamel layer as you can. Hopefully your genetics have given you a thick layer to work with to begin with, but a lot of times you may only have a little bit of that, so you got to preserve it. So make sure you're having this discussion with your clients. So at the end of the day, setting expectations for your teeth whitening clients are crucial. None of us want to feel like we're taking advantage of our clients. We're all charging a little bit more for this service because it's a luxury service. Our teeth whitening products are amazing. They work and they do what they're supposed to do at optimal efficiency for the optimal client, if that makes sense. Because if you're working with a client who is just genetically not whitening as much as you want them to, they're eating hot Cheetos, they are not been to the dentist for 3 months, and they're taking high blood pressure medication, that's going to be an issue. And again, it's nothing that your teeth whitening products or your LED light is actually going to be able to control. So managing expectation is the number one guiding light when it comes to teeth whitening, and it's going to make or break you in this business. So I want you to go and watch this video. It's managing expectations for your teeth whitening client and how serious not only you need to manage their expectations, but also how much you as a technician need to manage your expectations. So check out that video. Let me know what you think.